god, they updated my team. 67 offense? Are you serious? 67 offense? What is this? What? 67 offense? I can't believe they just disrespected my team like that. Oh my god, bro. I gotta see what the Dolphins are like. And okay, that's true. Freak, man. They're doing us bogus. Alright, I'm gonna still beat every other team. I already beat the Ravens, so that's 1-0. Hopefully I don't get the Ravens again. I tried to do this series again, but they gave me the Ravens again. And I was like, I already beat them. And then so I stopped recording. I go on to beat them like 20-10 the next time. So Ravens certified L. You can really lose to the Jets. Jets better than you. Let's see what they give me this time. Whoever it is, I'm gonna rock with them. You feel me? Fill them out. See how the other person, whoever I'm playing, maybe across the world playing. So let's see. Hopefully they got a mic. If not,
the NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New York Jets. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
I gotta stay in my rhythm, guys. Stay in my rhythm. Stay in my rhythm, you know? Work on my play.
Push him back.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. The shotgun snap for Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry by Bell. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was QB.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Bell. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Start this man off with a little blitzy. You feel me? Let's see how he handles it.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here we go. Hey, let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, a run with Breida. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, man, I see you establishing the run, trying to so you can open up your pass game. Let's see what you got, man. 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Slack 80!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Oh,
the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Come on, man. What y'all really think about the 49ers? I think they, like, 8-1 or 9-1, whatever they are. Just because they haven't faced like a real team.
Here we go. 180!
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now Garoppolo. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
There we go.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. So you think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you're looking at who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4. Tennessee and Jacksonville at 4-5. The way teams are playing, they may just knock off each other. I think all the teams we listed have a heck of a chance of making it to the playoffs.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. D Ford in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return, it's James. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Good little juke, maybe, for real.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 65, 65. Get hot!
Topper! Topper! Check 26, check 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hey, gun.
Motion.
I got this.
46 to Mike.
Gun!
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And some room to run now. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Here we go. 120!
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe. So
what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. From the 36, Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Darnold airing one out for Crowder.
Oh, come on.
Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a Cal Witherspoon.
He should have caught that.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Pick it up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Nate Hairston there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Jets take over
Let's go,
first
boys,
and
let's
10
go.
at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Darnold. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. And he finds his man, Griffin. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Complete to Ryan Griffin. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Jets.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, Charlie. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Darnold to throw again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before the break. Darnold airing one out for Crowder. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Nate Hairston there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
White.
Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Here we go. 13.
57 to Mike 57. I'm coming.
11.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
57 to Mike. Don't get nervous.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake. Flush to his right. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover.
Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
20. 46 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike, 46. Mike, 46. 21. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 1st down, it's Darnold.
Oh, my God, bro.
DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a nice throw here right side. He holds it in. The 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Come on, bro.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Coleman. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Here we go.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford there for the stop. On 2nd down now. It's Coleman. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 7 yards away.